Hey y'all, Stumpette here. I want to show y'all some of the history of my grandmother's place. It's actually the family's place now since my grandmother's no longer with us. My grandmother's home right here is old mill home. Had some damage condition to it. But as you can tell, she's run down, not lasting. Family's not even going to try to fix it up. We're thinking about maybe raising enough money to put a new place up there for us. But one of the things I'm going to show you is old millstone over here. This was originally a mill operated area way back when. I can't give you no real dates on it. I know when my grandmother bought it, these were placed out here. We'll show you in a minute across the pond where the mill used to sit. They come out of the mill, and these stones were used in the mill to grind grains and stuff. They would have water coming over an old wood.
A water wheel.
The old wood wheel. And they put the grain in there, crush it for flour, whatnot, cornmeal, whatnot. This would probably be, I think this is the top millstone, and there will be one underneath, and they have grooves in them where it would crush the grain up.
Well, that one's actually smooth. The other one's...
Okay. Stump just informed me. This one's smooth on the bottom, the other one's the one with the grooves. Now, I grew up with these. Like I said, my grandmother put these in shortly after she bought the 75 plus acres out here. And, you know, we used to play on these. Jump off of these. A lot of things we used to do here. We used to build little fires in the holes and get our butt whipped when we did it. But I'm going to take you over to the other one and show you what the other one looks like.
And I'm going to apologize for the shaky camera work and the wind noise. Hope we don't kick out nobody's vertigo or something like that.
But on this one, I'm going to get a little closer. Lord, don't let the sneaky snakes come out. Pick up the stick here. As you can see, the grooves here, this is what would go against the smooth bottom of that millstone. And the grain and all would come through here, and it would crush it up for the flour, cornmeal, whatever they needed it to make.
Yep, and like I say, these old stone mills, you know, usually powered by the stream of a pond, like this one was. And you know, usually they were called old grits mills, or grits. You know, it's a staple here in the South. Some of you northern folks ain't real familiar with that. It's okay, we forgive you. We understand.
Cream of wheat would be your grits of choice.
That's just nasty. Anyway, that's where we hung out. There's the pond that is actually stream fed and has a channel stream running through it. And Stumpette here is fixing to take back over the camera and take y'all down to the spillway and show you the place off to you a little better. While she's handling that, me and the boy, we got to put that thing back in a little bitty teeny tiny bag. Alright, here she is. Ain't she pretty? Alright,
A little rough.
here's the poles.
I know Stump said I was going to take you to the spillway, but actually I'm going to stop it right here and just show you just how far back this pond actually goes. It's not full to capacity right now, reason being having some dam issues have the last 4 or 5 years, and they're having to keep it down to keep it from blowing the spillway out until they can get it worked on. My uncle actually is the owner of the property now. He took it over after my grandmother passed, and he's give all family members rights to do like we're doing, come and camp, fish and whatnot. Right now the fish aren't humongous by any means. I'm happy with a pound, 2 pound, 3 pound bass that comes out of here. 90% of the time I catch and release anything that I catch it out of this pond. Reason being, if I'm not going to eat it right then, I don't want to take it home. We live so far away from here. It's about an hour's drive. And I apologize for the wind. It's kind of rough right now. But yeah, this is where I grew up. Right down here in this area. I'll show you real quick where this little John boat's at. This used to be our swimming area. We did picnics and stuff, or Sunday dinners here when I was younger. we'd take watermelons and put them in this shallow water that was up here and let them cool off, or we'd cut them open and eat them. A lot of the land, like I said earlier, is about 75 acres of land. I think it's actually 76 acres of land. I had to check my uncle to make sure on that, because actually some of it's been sold. I had 2 uncles buy some land off of it from my grandmother, and the people across the way have bought some land over there, about an acre of land over there. But yeah, we used to have a good time out here, just swimming. It's not as deep as it used to be when I was growing up because of the water level now, but you still can go out there and swim if you want to fight those lily pads right there, which my son Alan's getting ready to do. But I'm going to pause it and take you on around to the spillway, which is right there in the camera now. And you'll hear a lot of water rolling. Just show you. Try to get some of the bottom of the pond in, and hopefully maybe see a fish or 2 in the viewfinder. I'll be back in a second. Okay, this is the top of the spillway. As you can see, they got an old metal grate up here on top of boards just to keep everybody from falling in. When I was younger, you walked on the stones on the outside here. There was nothing covering it. And I take that back, there was one board across the front that we used to jump off into the water there. And like I said, you can hear the spillway. You're not going to be able to get much in the viewfinder on the water coming over the top. But if you look right here, I'm hoping you can see the pond bottom. Pretty clean water, even though we have a lot of moss in it. It's very clean water. Be very surprised how clean the water is. But a little history on this land that I can give you. I know that there was people living on this land in 1776. There's an old family cemetery that had the markers, and one of the death dates on one of them, the oldest death that we found was 1776. So it's a family cemetery, so we know people were living on the land then. So this is a very old land. Hey, Darnell. That's my cousin's husband coming through. They're staying in the homestead while they fix up their home. I again apologize for the wind. I told my mom yesterday when I seen her, I said, I don't recall wind being like this when I was younger. But when you're younger, all you want to do is get out and swim and play. But we figure this pond to be, it goes back further than those trees back there. It's about 4 acres of the land is the water itself. And it is fed from another pond. Okay, YouTube, I'm gonna wrap this up. This is where I caught my bass and catfish this weekend. I hope y'all enjoy. Y'all have a good day.